Hello students, hello namaskara. Welcome to Sai Niket online biology classes. So this is the 12th day of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. In last two classes we covered the post-fertilization structure and events. So ನೆನಪಿರಬಹುದು. So post-fertilization means fertilization ಆದ ನಂತರ ಏನೇನು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಏನೇನು ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪೋಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು, ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು, ಸೀಡು ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಅಪೋಮಿಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಲಿಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾನಿ we covered in the last session. So again the same topic we are going to elaborate that one. So the post fertilization structure and the events. The endosperm. So endosperm is the first product one. So it is a product of triple fusion. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಪೋಲಾರ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮೇಲ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ primary endosperm nucleus is formed, which is present in the primary endosperm cell. So primary endosperm cell alli nucleus divide agi ಅಥವಾ cell divide agi endosperm develop ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So embryo develop ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೊದಲೇ endosperm ready made condition ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. If the endosperm is not properly developed, embryo development will not take place. So endosperms are again three types we study. So pattern of division means ಈಗ ಮೂರು ಟೈಪ್ ಇದೆ: ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರೀ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್, ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಹೆಲೋಬಿಯನ್ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಗರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆದರೆ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈ ಫ್ರೀ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವೀಟ್, ಮೇಸ್, ರೈಸ್, ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್. ಎಸ್, cellular endosperm means so after every division karyokinesis cell wall is laid down. ಇಲ್ಲಿ primary endosperm nucleus ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮೊದಲನೇ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ cell wall formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That's why this is the cellular endosperm. Example: petunia, datura and adoption. Yes, so in textbook ಅಲ್ಲಿ example ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು coconut. When you take the coconut, tender coconut, initially it is completely filled with the water. That water is nothing but the aggregation of the nucleus only. That is a cluster of nucleus only. So that water is nothing but the free nuclear endosperm. Gradually, as the time goes on, so the white canal will develop toward the periphery. Kobri develop agutte. That white canal, that is nothing but the cellular endosperm. So coconut will show the both type of endosperm: free nuclear endosperm and cellular endosperm. Now next one is the helobian endosperm. It is an intermediate between these two. The helobian endosperm ante ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, so the primary endosperm cell first division ಆದ ನಂತರ cell wall formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. In both cell again it is followed by the free nuclear endosperm. Yes, so karyokinesis ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, cell wall ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So ultimately and cell wall formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that is nothing but the helobian endosperm seen in the almarus and the asphodels. So this is about the endosperm types. Yes, so next one is the embryo ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. Embryo means that is a product of single egg where the male and the female gametes are fused. One diploid zygote is formed. That zygote either undergo the brief period of rest, one otherwise immediately undergo mitotic division and embryo will form. So the initial pattern of embryogeny or the embryonic development one almost similar in the monocot and dicot. Yes, ಈಗ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ zygote ಇದ್ದು ಪ್ರೋ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋದಿಂದ ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋದಿಂದ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫ್ಲೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ. When you take the dicot one, the zygote will divide and produce the two cells, suspensor cell and embryonic cell. Suspensor cell repeatedly divide ಆಗಿ ಹೊಸ್ಟೋರಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಸಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋನಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಟು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್, ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಔಟರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೆರಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಡರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟೋಜನ್, 3 ಲೇಯರ್ ತಯಾರಾಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಜುಯಲಿ ಟರ್ನ್ ಇಂಟು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎರಡು ಕೊಟಿಲಿಡನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. So heart shaped embryo finally turn into mature embryo. When you take the dicot embryo, two cotyledons are there. Yes, the portion above the point of attachment of cotyledon is above the point of attachment is called the epicotyle. Attachment ಕೆಳಗಿದ್ದು hypocotyle. Epicotyle will terminate with the plumule one, hypocotyle terminate with the radical one. Yes, the plumule is a future shoot system, radical is a future root system. Yes, so we will take that is a dicot embryo. In monocot embryo, up to the globular embryo stages are same, but after that one, only one cotyledon is elaborated, that is called the scutellum, and another cotyledon, which is a primitive one, that is called the epiblast. Yes, so if scutellum is a hood-like structure, so due to the development of only one cotyledon, the embryo is pushed toward one side. One correct push out there. Embryonal axis again is made up of the plumule and radical. Plumule may have an undifferentiated tissue development, that is called the coleoptile. Radical may have an undifferentiated tissue development, that is a coleorhiza. So you have a term. So scutellum, epiblast, coleorhiza, coleoptile, these all terms comes under the monocot embryo. So embryo structure noted. Next one is a seed one, that is also the post-fertilized structure. So this is a fertilized ovule. ಈಗ seed ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದು seed ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, seed coat ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು cotyledon ಇರಬಹುದು, embryonal axis clear. So that embryonal axis again contains plumule and radical one. When it is a seed, two classes are based on the presence or absence of endosperm. Endospermic or albuminous seed, non-endospermic or exalbuminous seed. Endospermic seed means in this seed, small amount of endosperm is still present because it is not completely consumed during the embryonic development. If endospermic or albuminous seed in theory, wheat, maize, castor, barley, sunflowers are the typical example. Yes, even coconut, groundnut, endosperm comes. Non-endospermic means in this seed, the endosperm is completely consumed during the embryonic development. Consumer mature seed endosperm ಅಲ್ಲಿ cotyledon ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Example, when you take the pea, groundnut, even the beans one, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ cotyledon ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, endosperm ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. In this one, some figures are given in the textbook. For example, beans seed on ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Then after maize seed is also given. Then onion seed is also given in the textbook one. So these are the some figure that is given in the NCERT textbook. So you take this one, seed. Viability topic also given. Viability means the seeds are functional only for the particular period one. If seed is initially it is a green in nature, it is hydrated. Gradually dehydration, water content kadime agutte. It reach up to the 10 to 15%. Adhe samayadalli some growth inhibiting hormones are stored in that seed. Yes, due to the accumulation of growth inhibitory hormone, that seed enter into dormancy. They are metabolically active, but they are the inactive, means the in dormant stage one. So viability seed means, so it is a duration during which the viability is stored one. This duration cross agbittandre viability loss agutte. So if you provide even the unfavorable condition for this seeds one, they can't germinate. Viability seed means, here two examples are given. One is the Lupinus archaeticus, which is excavated from the Arctic tundra. This seed is viable for the 10,000 years, which is germinated after 10,000 years. Means favorable condition provide ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಅದು germinate ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು flowering on. Lupinus archaeticus one ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ, just underline that one. Next one is Phoenix dactylifera, that is excavated from the King Harold Palace near Dead Sea. So this is viable for the 2,000 years. So just underline these two terminology, means specific name under the textbook one. So Lupinus archaeticus seed viable for the 10,000 years, excavated from the Arctic tundra. Phoenix dactylifera seed is viable for the 2,000 years, excavated from the King Harold Palace near the Dead Sea. So you have an example important. Now next one is the advantages of seed. That is the important concept. How when you take the gymnosperms and angiosperms, both are the seeded one. But gymnosperms are the naked seeded, angiosperms are the covered seeded. Angiosperms are the ಹಣ್ಣೊಳಗೆ ಆ ಬೀಜ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Yes. So what is the advantages of seeds? So if you compare the algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperms, angiosperms, just think logically. ಈಗ ಪೃಥ್ವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಣೋದು ಆಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಟೆರಡೋಫೈಟು ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಆಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೀಡ್. ಎಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಪಾಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸೀಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. When you take the angiosperms, specifically monocotyle, they spread all over the world. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಡೈಕಾಟ್ ಮೊನೊಕಾಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಐದರ್ ಕಾಟಲಿಡನ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್. ಆ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಒನ್ ಆ ಸೀಡ್ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಮಟ್ಟ ಆ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Once the favorable conditions are available, one seed germinate. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪ್ಲುಮ್ಯೂಲು ರೆಡಿಕಲ್ಲು ಎರಡೂ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅದು ಸೀಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೀಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ಲೀಫ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಸೊ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫುಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ನಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೀಡ್ ಕೋಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಒನ್. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಸೀಡ್ ಡಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ ಕಾರಣ ಸೊ ಅದು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದ ಸೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೀಡ್ ಕೋಟ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ಮತ್ತು ಡಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸಿ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಟಲಿಡನ್ನು ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಗೆ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸೀಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಒನ್, ಸೊ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೀಡ್. That's why angiosperms are the most dominated on the earth. So these are the some. Now next, one post-fertilization structure is that is fruit, honey. Yes. So seeds are the fertilized or ripened ovule. Fruits are nothing but these are the fertilized or the ripened ovule. Yes. ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಇವೆರಡು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ದ ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸೀಡ್, ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಒನ್, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ fertilized ovary or ripened ovary. So this ovary means the fruit developed from, in some cases, fruit also developed from unfertilized ovary. Yes, that exceptional cases already we know. Yes, in fruit alone, when you take the fruit one, so typifications are more. That is a morphological part. Yes, so in fruit alone, based on its complexity. Yes, so textbook alone almost more class ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So that is different. So simple fruits are classified. So three types. Yavyar brief identity, it is not it is morphological part. So simple fruit irbodu, aggregate fruit irbodu, athwa multiple or composite fruit. Yes, when you take this one, the simple fruit develop from single carpel or syncarpous carpel. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಐದರ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್, ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ದಿಂದ ಬರೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪೋಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಂಕಾರ್ಪಸ್ ಗೈನೋಶಿಯಮ್. carpel develop agide. Syncarpus means, for example, when you take the tomato, lady's finger, these are developed from the syncarpus carpel. Yes. Aggregate fruit means this fruit developed from the apocarpus carpel. What is the difference between this one? Syncarpus means fused carpel. Apocarpus means free carpel. Yes. So this is an aggregate fruit. Composite fruit means, so this is usually developed from inflorescence. Try to differentiate. Simple fruit develop on one day carpel or fused carpel. Aggregate fruit develop from the apocarpus carpel. Apocarpus gynosimple. Otherwise, multiple fruit develop from the complete inflorescence. So it's simple fruit already. So again, two types are there. Either these are the simple fleshy fruit or simple dry fruit. Try to understand this. Fleshy means watery. Simple fleshy fruit means where the large amount of water is there. From these fruit, juice can be extracted. Juice model. Fleshy fruit already. Different varieties are there. So, but in your textbook, only one is given, that is a drupe and converted. Yes, for this one, two examples are given: mango and coconut. Drupe means the epicarp is there, green color layer. Just imagine, mango ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹಸಿರು color layer, that is the epicarp. ಒಳಗಡೆ juicy mesocarp, which is the edible one. ಒಳಗಡೆ stony endocarp. Yes, this is the mango. When you take a coconut one, so the green color epicarp is there, fibrous mesocarp is there, again stony endocarp is there. Drupe mine andu ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ, so ಒಳಗಿನ ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಜೊತೆ endocarp develop ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So inside that endocarp, seed is there. So drupe is there. Simple fleshy fruit ಅಲ್ಲಿ drupe ಇರಬಹುದು, ಟೆಪ್ಪೋ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಪೋಮ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ಪಿಲಿಡಮ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ these are the simple type. Yes. So fleshy fruit means ಬರುವುದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ guava, ಪೇರಲಣ್ಣು, mango, orange, pomegranate. So these are the fleshy simple fruit. ಒಂದೇ ಓವರಿಂದ ಅಥವಾ syncarpus ಓವರಿಂದ ಡೆವಲಪ್. Simple dry fruit means, so here water content is reduced when they are dry in nature. Yes, if dry fruit already, again two types are there, that is dehiscent and indehiscent. So these are all morphological pointer. Each chapter will cover model scope ille. If dry fruit already dehiscent means which will rupture. Yes, each simple example means dehiscent fruit means cotton fruit iruttala, cotton ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಬೆಂಡೆಕಾಯಿ, even legumes, ಶೇಂಗಾ, ಅವರೆ, ಉದ್ದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಡ್ರೈ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಡಿತದೆ. Here will rupture and seed will come out. They are the simple dry dehiscent fruit. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಇದೆ. Yes, simple dry indehiscent fruit means they will not rupture. Seed is still present inside it. So if dry only, in this chapter only dry, simple dry fruit examples are given. For example, here for fleshy fruit examples are right. Fleshy fruit means here mango, guava, orange, pomegranate. These are all fleshy, simple fruit. Dry fruit means groundnut irbodu and mustard, sasu. Yes, so these are the simple dry fruits one. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಡೆಕಾಯಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಟನ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸಮರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ದೆನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅಕೇಶಿಯಾ, these are the different fruit. So just differentiate which is a fleshy fruit, which is a dry fruit, and both comes under the simple fruit. Aggregate fruit means they develop from the apocarpus. So typification of fruit is very interesting topic. It comes under the morphology chapter. Yes, first year plant morphology ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ chapter cover ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ simple classification. Aggregate fruit means it develops from the apocarpus. Apocarpus means if the gynoecium is made up of more than one carpel and which are not fused one, anta gynoecium ಇಂದ ಇದು develop ಆಗಿದೆ. For example, ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಬೆರಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಬೆರಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಥವಾ ರಸ್ಬೆರಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಐದರ್ ಎಕೀನ್, ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರೋದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಬೆರಿ, ರಸ್ಬೆರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕೀನ್. ಎಸ್, ಈವನ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ರಾಮ್ಫળ, ಸೀತಾಫળ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬೀಜ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್. When you take a multiple or composite fruit, it develops from the inflorescence. Complete inflorescence ಇಂದನೇ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎರಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೋರೋಸಿಸ್, ಸಿಂಕ್ರೋನಸ್. ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಷ್ಟೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೋರೋಸಿಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪೈನಾಪಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಾಕ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್, ಹಲಸಿನ ಹಣ್ಣು ಮತ್ತು ಪೈನಾಪಲ್, that is a composite fruit developed from the complete inflorescence. Yes, when you take the synchronous example, anjeer hand or fig, that is the example for the synchronous. So sorosis means pineapple ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ jackfruit ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. For synchronous is a fig. Can you imagine? Pineapple ನೀವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಟಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹಲಸಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಸ್ಟೋನಿ ರಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ inflorescence. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಟೈಪಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯೂ. ಅದರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇರೆ. ಎಸ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಡ್ರೈ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶಿ, aggregate fruit, multiple fruit one. So one more classification means still 3 types of fruits are given in your textbook one. So that is a major part of confusion. Confusion में अस्थि confusion मिलेगा. Example painful है तो confusion. So here 3 types of fruits are there. Now first one is a true fruit. Yes. Second one is a false fruit. Third one is a parthenocarpic fruit. Yes, all 3 names are given in the textbook. So try to differentiate this one. True fruit andrenu, false fruit andrenu, parthenocarpic fruit andrenu. True fruit means this fruit develops, the true fruit develops only from ovary. This fruit develops only from ovary. Very ovary ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So this fruit, true fruit, develop only from the ovary. False fruit means these fruit develop from ovary and other floral part. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ovary and means plus other floral parts also involved. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ovary ಇಂದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ovary ಮತ್ತು flower ಯಾವುದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅದರ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Yes, parthenocarpic means these fruit develop from unfertilized ovary, means the fruit without fertilization. This is a fruit without fertilization. Yes, these are the 3 examples, types are there. So you take the first one, true fruit example alli tomato barbodu, even wide variety of grapes. False fruit examples here. False fruit means first one is the apple, second one is the cashew nut. Yes, so this is a false fruit. Clear? Next, parthenocarpic fruit means only one example, that is banana is there. So after banana even grapes barabodu, papaya, even papaya. Take these only example. Clear? So these are the false fruit. Yes. So try to listen what is the difference between true fruit, false fruit and parthenocarpic. True fruit means it develops only from the ovary. These two fruit develop after fertilization and this will develop without fertilization. If you do fertilized product means here also seeds are present, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ seeds ಕಾಣಿಸಬಹುದು, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ seeds ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. But these are seedless fruit. Can you differentiate? So just imagine, true fruit means it develops only from the ovary. So either this ovary is a single or the syncarpous one. Tomato, grapes in which seed is there. So this is a product of fertilization. When you take the false fruit, so in NCERT textbook one statement is given. In sunflower fruits one, thalamus also involved in the fruit formation they are given. When you take this one, apple that way, when you take the apple. So this is the apple. Yes. So this is the apple. Actual fruit is present in the center. Fruit actually, so in extra part, edible part, that is nothing but the thalamus part, which is the edible one. So this is it. When you take the cashew nut allu even part of it. This is the fruit one. Yes, this is the actual fruit. This is the thalamus part. So here, ovary part is this one. Apple the epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, and seed, which is present in the center, which is not edible one. So in origin part and thalamus part. So development. So here, this is the ovary where the epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, and seed is there. This is thalamus. So due to the involvement of other floral part, these are called the false fruit. But in this also seeds are there. Bija idrallu ide, idrallu ide. Examples are parthenocarpic means this is a special phenomenon where only the pollination will give the stimulus to the ovary, that unfertilized ovary develop into fruit without fertilization. Pollination aad nantarane idu hannu agirbodu. So due to the absence of fertilization, these fruits are seedless fruit. Adralli bija kaanodilla. For example, banana, the parthenocarpic grapes, adralli bija illa. Even some papayas are there. So in that one, seeds are absent. These are the seedless fruit. Yes. Now parthenocarpic type we are going to study. So a short gap. Yes, students. So just we covered the three types of fruit: simple fruit, true fruit, false fruit, and parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic means it is a phenomenon. Parthenocarpic related question. Yes. Parthenocarpic means partheno means virgin, carpus means fruit. Yes. Virgin means which is not involved in the sexual reproduction activity. Is this clear? So when you take this one, so as a definition, parthenocarpic means the fruit formation without fertilization, otherwise the process which will bypass meiosis and fertilization. In this case, only the stimulus will sufficient to develop the fruit from the ovary. Parthenocarpic term is given by the knot. This terminology. Yes. So three types of parthenocarpy is there. So genetic parthenocarpy means which is genetically inbuilt. So this will occur regular basis. And genetic parthenocarpy means so due to some recombination, due to the activation of some genes, one parthenocarpy occurs. For example, so genetic parthenocarpy means this is usually seen in some examples, such as examples here: apple, banana, orange, even yes, apple, banana, orange. So in this case, the parthenocarpy means due to the activation of some genes or due to the recombination. Environmental parthenocarpy means the stimulus is come from the environmental field. So environmental means due to the low temperature, yes, otherwise frost or fog, specifically in the winter condition. So if the temperature decreases, in some cases the ovary develop into fruit. So the typical example means here pear, even cucurbita and tomato. Yes. So if the temperature decreases below the permissible level, then in these cases ovary develop into fruit without fertilization. This is an environmental parthenocarpy. Means the stimulus comes from the environmental factor. Next one, stimulative parthenocarpy means or the chemical case. So in this case, the chemical, like for example, auxin and gibberellin. So these hormones we are studied in the first year syllabus. Auxin and gibberellin, the combination is the low concentration. Yes. So if the auxin and gibberellin paste or the spray, if it is used, so these hormones also promote the parthenocarpy. In few cases, for example, so this is example means yes. In case of citrus, strawberry. So parthenocarpy fruits are either genetically inbuilt, either mutation or the recombination. So parthenocarpy can be induced by the application of the low temperature. In case of pear, cucurbita, tomato, parthenocarpy is either induced by supplying some chemicals such as hormones, auxin and the gibberellin. So in citrus and strawberry. So this is the parthenocarpic fruit one. So one more topic is there at the end of this chapter, that is apomixis. Yes, parthenocarpy means fruit formation without fertilization. Here apomixis means this is a seed formation without fertilization. Yes, so actually seed is a product of post fertilization. For the seed formation, fertilization is necessary. So in this case, apomixis one, this is an interesting topic. Just imagine how it occurs. There, how the nature is. Apomixis means when you take the sexual reproduction, gametogenesis is an event which will take place before fertilization. Gametogenesis means diploid meiocytology. Gametogenesis is gamete. Gamete is a single cell which contains single set of chromosome. Male gamete, female gamete, ಎರಡು ತಯಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Meiosis is a compulsory process. So after gametogenesis, male ಮತ್ತು female gamete ಎರಡು fuse ಆಗಬೇಕು. Means fertilization is also a compulsory process. Yes. Only after the meiosis and fertilization zygote is formed. That is a compulsory process in the sexual reproduction. But in this case, seed is formed without fertilization. Means apomixis means it is a process, it is a type of asexual reproduction which will mimic the sexual reproduction. Idu sexual reproduction event mimic ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ and they produce the embryo without forming the meiosis and without fertilization. So this is a type of asexual reproduction which mimic the sexual reproduction. Means mimic means in this meiosis and fertilization events are absent. Yes, so E event alli meiosis means reduction, division agudilla. Fertilization means the union of gamete also will not take place. So this is the apomixis. Yes, so this apomixis term is given by Winkler. Yes, apo means that is absent, mixus means fusion of the gamete. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ fertilization process ಆಗುವುದೇ. So when we have apomixis one, so here many types of apomixis are there. So just we are going to cover the apomixis. Apomixis alli three types of it. So simply apomixis means, so this is the diploid cell, illi meiosis agi gametes are produced. So again in this one, two gametes fuse to form again diploid zygote. Yes, so into the sexual reproduction, this is the meiosis, this is fertilization. So only after the forming meiosis and fertilization, diploid zygote is produced. So in some cases, so either haploid or diploid, they directly produce the zygote. So this is the zygote, and this complete process is called the apomixis. Yes, without following the meiosis and fertilization, they produce the either haploid or the diploid generation. So this is bypassing the meiosis and fertilization is the apomixis one. Apomixis are again three types. One is the recurrent apomixis. Second one is the adventive apomixis. Third one is the non-recurrent apomixis. Try to understand this one. This is an important one. So here some terminology will come. Try to understand. Recurrent apomixis is so in this case, diploid embryo develops. Yes, zygote is there. So diploid embryo develops either from megaspore mother cell or nucellus mother cell. In megaspore mother cell means, so this is also diploid, nucellus mother cell is also diploid. ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ recurrent apomixis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, megaspore mother cell will not undergo meiosis. Meiosis ಆದಮೇಲೆ megaspore mother cell ಇಂದ direct zygote ಆಗಿರುವಂತದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ nucellus mother cell that will also develop into zygote. Yes, if it develops from a megaspore mother cell, yes, then it is called as the diplospory. ಅಂದರೆ megaspore mother cell ಇಂದ direct develop ಆದರೆ that is called the diplospory. If it develops from the nucellar mother cell, that is called the apospory. Yes, ಈ terminology correct ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Diplospory means it is a recurrent apomixis in which megaspore mother cell directly develops into zygote or embryo without following the meiosis. Apospory means this is also case of recurrent apomixis where the nucellus mother cell develop into directly zygote. In both cases, embryo is a diploid recurrent apomixis. Adventive apomixis array, in this case, adventive means it is an extra. Yes, so in this case, some of the nucellus cell or integument cell develops into embryo. Either nucellus, not nucellus mother cell, nucellus cell, otherwise some cells of an integument one, so they will form the embryo and they enter into embryo cell. Clear? Adventive apomixis means in this case the embryo develops from either the sporophytic tissue, that is a nucellus, otherwise integument, that is also sporophytic tissue. Allintra embryo develop agudu, that is adventive apomixis. Yes, so normal fertilization agi alli zygote irbodu, so extra embryo develop agutalla, that is adventive apomixis. Non-recurrent apomixis alli again two types are there. Non-recurrent means here apospory and second one is apogamy types. Now see, apospory means when you take any plant, if for example this is the either tamarind or the mango plant, this complete body is called as sporophyte. Yes, which is a diploid image. ನೀವು ರೂಪದಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಎಲೆ ಕಾಂಡ ಯಾವುದು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, that is sporophytic body which contain two set of chromosomes in every cell. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ when you take the pollen grain and embryo cell, ಇವು ಎರಡಿದೆ, pollen grain and embryo cell, so both are gametophyte. So these two are ಏನಿದೆ, so these are the gametophyte which are haploid in nature. First you understood which is the sporophyte, which is a gametophyte. Complete plant body except pollen grain and embryo sac is considered as a sporophytic. Gametophyte means male gamete and the female gamete body, that is called the gametophyte. Sporophytic is always diploid, gametophyte is always haploid. Now apospory and apogamy means apospory the sporophytic body directly produces the gametophytic body without undergoing the meiosis or fertilization. Andre, so if sporophyte is a diploid without undergoing meiosis, that produces the diploid gametophyte. Understood? Andre, sporophyte in ಯಾವುದೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಪೋಸ್ಪೋರಿ. ಈಗ ಅಪೋಸ್ಪೋರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಈ ಅಪೋಸ್ಪೋರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟು ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ zygote. Yes, so apospore also used for the phenomena where the diploid sporophyte forms diploid gametophyte. Yes, so illu diploid embryo zygote, that is called the apospore. So next one is the apogamy. This is the reverse case. In this case, the gametophyte directly develop into sporophyte. A gametophyte means it is a haploid. Sporophyte means this is also haploid. Andre sporophyte is actually diploid one. Gametophyte is a haploid. Means in apospore, diploid sporophyte and the diploid gametophyte tayar due to absence of meiosis. Apogamy means gametophyte will develop into the haploid gametophyte, develop into haploid sporophyte without following the fertilization. Andre ಯಾವ process missing ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Here no meiosis ಅಂತ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ no fertilization. Yes, so in both case apospore means sporophyte give rise to gametophyte without following the meiosis. Apogamy means it is the gametophyte produce the sporophyte without following the fertilization. So this is about the type of apomixis. In yaudu case, for example, if you take the vegetative reproduction, first chapter you know vegetative propagation, that is also type of apomixis where the seed is not used. In yaudu case, the seed is not used, which is a product of fertilization. In case ನಾವು ಬೀಜ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್. that organism will either haploid or diploid. So apospore means diploid gametophyte, apogamy means the haploid sporophyte. So that is a deviation from the normal sexual reproduction. This is called the apomixis. Yes. One more small topic is there, that is a polyembryony. Yes, so this is about the apomixis. So just we are going to cover the polyembryony also. Just wait for a second. Yes, students, we come to the last phase of this chapter, that is the polyembryony. So after covering this one chapter, we will be finished. Yes, so advantages of apomixis is important. So apomixis, why it is that much important is, so when you take the conventional agriculture depend on the wild variety of seed, but now agriculture is completely depend on the hybrid seed. So only to fulfill the demands of the growing population, hybrid variety develop ಆಯಿತು. Means ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಹಣ್ಣು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಫುಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ hybrid variety. Hybrid variety means the production is more, size is more, even the quality of the food is very higher. Yes, hybrid seed production requires a large amount of time, also, and the expenditure process means it requires the research and development, everything. But what is the drawback of hybrid seed means, if you grow the plant one, you can't use the seed from the same plant for the next generation, next cropping. And then you hybrid variety ಬೀಜ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಬೀಜ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ವೈ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಸೀಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ರಿಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ಅಪೋಮಿಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆ್ಯಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಅಪೋಮಿಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೀಡ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಆದರೆ ಬೀಜ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮೆಥಡಾಲಜಿ ಇಫ್ ಎಲಾಬ್ರೇಟೆಡ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾರಣ ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಜೀನ್ಸು ನೀವು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಮೆಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸೀಡ್ ನೀವು ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಮೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಸೊ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಅಪೋಮೆಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸೀಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, when any organism produced apoptotically, that is called as a clone. Yes, that is asexual reproduction in which where the meiosis and fertilization is absent. That organism is called as a clone. That is almost similar to the mother plant. Yes, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ character ಹಾಗೆ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. So that's why the research is going on in this field only to produce the apoptotic seed. If such seeds are produced, then the cost of seed reduced one, and it can be easily affordable for the marginal farmers. So ಸಣ್ಣ ರೈತರು ಈ ಬೀಜ ನಾವು ಅಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So that is the advantages of the apoptotic. Yes. Now come to the last topic, that is a polyembryony. As the name suggests, polyembryony. Poly means many, embryony means embryo. So it means it is nothing but presence of more than one embryo in the seed, otherwise in embryo sac. Yes, so ಈ seed ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು, seed coat ಇತ್ತು, embryonal axis ಇತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು cotyledon. When you take the embryo sac, so these are the antipodal cells and these are the synergid, and this egg will develop into zygote after fertilization. That zygote develop into embryo. Yes, polyembryony means suppose ಬೀಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು embryo ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು polyembryony ಅಂತ. Yes, so this is first time observed by Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Yes, so typical example means in citrus, ನಿಂಬೆ ಹಣ್ಣಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ polyembryony usually ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. So what are the main reason for the polyembryony? ಒಂದೇ ಬೀಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಕಾಣಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆ. So whatever seen apomixis, somewhere it is related to the polyembryony. Yes, so in simple polyembryony means illi if more than one egg is more than one egg present in embryo sac, otherwise more than embryo sac, yes, more than one egg present in the embryo sac. Usually one egg is there. If more than one egg is present in the embryo sac, then each egg cell develop into different embryo. So this is a polyembryo. Yes, embryo sac usually one egg and two synergid combined to form the egg apparatus. Instead of one egg, if the more than one egg is present, then each egg develop into different embryo. That is called the simple polyembryo. Next one is a cleavage polyembryony means either fertilization agade. This is an egg, male gamete will fuse this one and this will develop into diploid zygote. This zygote will develop into proembryo. Proembryo is suspensor cell, embryonic cell develop into. So suspensor cell develop into like this one and this is the embryonic cell. Yes, suppose ಈ proembryo ಮತ್ತೆ cleavage ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So if this lobular embryo or this one cleavage occur and two embryo develop one, so then it is called a cleavage embryo. Andre cleavage embryo means it is due to cleavage in proembryo after fertilization. So only one egg is there. After fertilization, zygote is formed. That zygote develop into the proembryo. If the proembryo or the suspensor cell divide and produce the two embryo, then it is called the cleavage polyembryo. So the simple polyembryo seen in the Cassudina and Citrus. Cleavage polyembryo seen in the common. It is most common in the gymnosperms, but in angiosperms seen in the orchids. Yes, so this is the cleavage polyembryo. Adventine polyembryo is interesting. In this case, more than one embryo present in the embryo sac, and that embryo not developed from the egg one. Illi, the embryo not developed from egg one. So in embryo sac alli yavu. So this is the egg, which is also acquired. Fertilization after the zygote agtittu adu. Sometimes synergid will develop into embryo, antipodal cell develop into embryo, then nucellus cell sometime develop into embryo, integument in the integument no embryo develop agudu. Adventine means in this case either haploid or the diploid tissue. If the synergid or the antipodal cell develop into embryo, they have a haploid embryo. If the nucellus or the integument introduced and that will develop into embryo, these embryos are the diploid embryo. Adventine means embryo sac embryo sac tissue or embryo sac horigine tissue, either gametophytic tissue or the sporophytic tissue. So we will take the embryo sac. This is the embryo sac. This is the nucellus one, and these are the integument. Yes. So these are the antipodal cell, these are the synergid cell, and this is the egg. Yes, this is the egg. Adventine means the antipodal cell in the embryo are synergid in the embryo are both are haploid. Yes, nucellus cell in the embryo are which is a diploid one. Nucellus embryo diploid. Integument cell in the embryo are that is also diploid one. So apart from the egg, embryo also develop from the antipodal cell, synergid cell, or nucellus cell or the integument cell. That is called the adventine polyembryo. So here also this is seen in the citrus, onion, opuntia and the groundnut. So this is about the extra parts. Yes. So here I am going to end this chapter. So in next 1 or 2 sessions we are going to solve the MCQs related to this chapter. Yes. So this is a synopsis of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. So just read the NCERT textbook thoroughly, line to line, and understand the topic as much as possible without any doubts. Yes. So again we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Have a nice day.